Maddie, I'm so glad you decided to join my little humble podcast here. I'm so excited because I think you're hilarious, and I'll turn this into the intro. So for the dozens of listeners who follow the Middle Age Muchacha podcast, the guest today is Maddy O-E. She's a rising comedian in LA and soon to be rising all over the world. And I wanted to
Oh,
make sure to interview her before she gets too famous for me. So.
Billy,
Please
come
welcome
on.
Maddy O-E. Maddie, tell us about yourself. Who are you? And see if you can summarize yourself in a sentence or two.
In a sentence or two. Well, I am. My name is Maddy O-E. Thank you very much for having me, Billy.
My pleasure.
And before you say anything, I can never be too famous for you, Billy. Like you,
Oh,
what if?
stop it.
And it could be the other way around. What if you get too famous for me?
Oh, I'll never talk to you.
Oh,
No,
okay,
I'm
good.
just kidding. I'm just
That's
playing. I'm
good.
just playing.
Hey, at least you're honest.
I'm talking to,
Um,
I'll have a house in the highest hill. No, I'm just playing.
the highest hill. You
Yeah.
just to be away from everyone, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just playing. But
No, I know.
yes.
Yeah, my name's Maddy O-E. I am an LA-based comedian. I'm 24 years old. And to summarize myself is actually a very hard question because I don't know. I don't know a damn thing about myself except for my name and my age, but I'm still discovering things about myself every day.
Well, I've got a couple decades on you, and it's still the same. I'm still trying to figure out who I am.
Yeah,
So we met at LA School of Comedy,
we
and
did. Mm.
how long were you doing comedy before you decided to join us at LA School of Comedy?
Um, at that time, it was only about 4 months, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only been doing comedy now for, gosh, I think in September is going on 9 months. I mean, professionally,
Right.
um, I've never done stand up before. Last year, was it November? I don't know, something like that. It was no, yeah, it was November. Um, I just, I don't know. I've always loved making people laugh. I just never had the courage. And one day I made a promise to a very dear friend of mine, and here we are. You know.
Cool. Yeah. So tell me about that promise and your first gigs because I mean you said you had done it for a few months when you got to LA School of Comedy, but it
Mm.
felt like you already knew how to do it.
You know what? I actually thank you for that. That's very sweet. Um, I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Um, but I'm sure as hell gonna act like I know what I'm doing. Let's see. The promise was actually at Dodger Stadium. I was actually one of my friends, dear friend's father. He said he'd buy me a hat I've been looking at, and of course, Dodger Stadium, the price is outrageous. Go Dodgers. Um, but I couldn't afford it. But he's like, listen, I will buy you this hat if you promise me you're gonna give stand up a try, just once. And I was like hesitant because it's not that I can't commit to things, it's just it terrifies me. And thank God I said yes because I mean it's a work in progress every day, but I promised him and I got up on stage and it felt like I've been doing it my whole life. It comes very naturally to me, I would say. Hopefully that's not tooting my own horn.
No, not at
Um,
all.
it's it really is one of the greatest joys in my life to be able to make someone laugh or just sharing that energy just with anyone, even if you're not on stage. But when I took it to stage, it was like a whole nother level for me.
Yeah.
It's an eye opener. Like, oh wow, this is actually what I want to do with my life.
Yeah,
So yeah.
you're definitely natural. Definitely comes natural to you. I wish I could say the same for me because when I first started doing it, I love comedy. I've always wanted to try it and finally decided to do it. But it was
Yeah.
like the first year was just pure terror. Like
Pure terror.
any time I was ready to go next, and I figure as long as they haven't called my name, I can leave. And literally,
Oh,
like there would be hosts, like please give it up for. Like as long as they don't say my name, I can run out of here. And like many times I consider like I'm just forget it.
did you run out?
No, not
Okay,
once. I always power
good.
through, but yeah, it didn't really come that natural to me. It's
Mm.
terrifying. I think part of it is I've done a joke. I don't know if you heard it. So I've been a drummer for about 25 years, and just being up there by yourself is just so exposed. It's scary.
Mm.
Yeah, but it came natural to you though, right?
Honestly, that is what it looked like from the audience point of view, what I was told, but I was genuinely this close to crapping my own pants.
Really?
I don't understand why, but when I'm in a big crowd in front of people, I get this big urge to vomit. And actually, that's what I tend to do before every performance. It is a ritual now.
You legit vomit?
I legit vomit every
Wow.
performance. That is
So
why I can't. It's hilarious because looking at me is like, okay, she can afford to lose it. What's crazy is that I don't eat before performances because I know I'm gonna hurl. Um, but it still happens every time. Uh, my manager started carrying around Pepto Bismol and Tums. That's
Pep,
been mints. Mints, always mints. I noticed that is a oh, and I will say if you're having the pre-show jitters, you know what actually really does help? It's sour Skittles.
sour Skittles, really?
Yeah, I learned it from another comedian. She told me she was like, "Hey, I noticed you were having some anxiety, but you should try this out." And I, of course, thought she was going to hand me cocaine, but I'm not going to follow in my mother's footsteps. Um, Maybe I will. Who knows? It's too early to say in the
Yeah, you're
career, though.
young.
It's too early to
Yeah.
say. But yeah, I tried the sour candy Skittles. It doesn't fully prevent me, but it definitely takes away a lot of it. Um, it like takes away a lot of the anxiety. But once you're up there, as you know, you're also a comedian, so once you're up there, it's wonderful. All you have to do is just hold in your vomit, and I think you'll be okay.
Yeah. So you've been doing a lot of shows. I mean, you've done the Comedy Store, right?
I'm actually going to be doing the Comedy Store August 28th.
August 20th. Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like do you feel confident for that? So for me, I did the haha a couple weeks ago.
How was that?
It was great. It was the first actually it was the first show I've done in LA.
Yeah.
And like now I'm having that post-show withdrawal.
Uh-huh.
But I want to get to that point where and I was nervous about the show. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I haven't done a show since I lived in the Bay Area, and
Mm.
got up there, did my set, and it went well. And now it's like I don't know if I might be turning a corner where it's like, come on, let's do a show. Let's get up there.
Hmm.
Let's entertain people. But I don't know
Absolutely.
if that's just
No, follow that drive. Are you kidding
yeah,
me? You got it. But I will say, and uh, absolute respect to LA School of Comedy, you got to go to other open mics, man.
yeah.
Like you just go beyond. I mean, I don't know what if you do that every day, but I mean, I've learned that just staying at one place isn't really gonna help. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get. Oh God, I really hope I don't sound ungrateful to
No, no, no.
LASC. That's where I met you. It's where I met Sam and Aaron and Sunda, and it's like it's a blessing, and I wish I could just go and stay there because I'm so comfortable there. The atmosphere is so supportive and so energetic, and it's truly one of the best open mics I've ever experienced. It's just you get too comfortable, you're killing your career. You know what I mean?
That's exactly it. So, like again, I don't want to sound ungrateful to LA School of Comedy,
Mm-hmm.
but it is comfortable. It's very, very comfortable. Maybe a little too
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. And
Mm-hmm.
um, so yeah, like now after doing that show, I'm kind of craving that energy where it's kind of, maybe, want to get some, and I don't do any material that really gets pushback, but kind of it's fun having to fight for the laugh sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I sometimes I post on the stand-up subreddit, it's very
Yeah.
modestly,
Wait,
but
the stand-up subreddit.
yeah,
Wait, what's that?
it's Reddit. It's got the subreddits, the website Reddit, it's a social media.
I've only been on the.
It's a website for nerds.
Oh,
Um,
see. For me, I thought Reddit was solely for porn. That's only I use that for. So
there's a huge a
there,
huge aspect of that, yeah.
there's
But
another part of Reddit besides porn. I did not know
yeah,
that.
oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, yeah. But I always post like, don't for younger comedians, I tell them, don't be scared of bombing because
Mm,
as long as you're not actively antagonizing the audience, they don't really care. Um, they don't really hate you. They don't really dislike you. They just don't care. And sometimes it's fun just like trying, like for me, trying some of my more, I wouldn't say like high concept jokes but the more out there jokes that maybe after a little jazz lettuce, like, oh, this is gonna be hilarious. Like, oh, this is gonna kill. Then I get out there, like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever told. And then sometimes just trying to get a laugh out of something that isn't working. That's part of the fun.
Uh, it is just, it's part of the fun, but I will say, man, it is one of the worst feelings when you cannot make other comedians laugh.
Yeah.
It's just, as you know, because maybe it's open mics are just other comedians.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah, you should have been at Monday's open mic at LA School of Comedy. Or
why would happen? What
well, no, I
happened?
mean, it was fine, but every now and then you get like different combinations of people.
Mm.
And we had and Monday we had the phone lookers where they just sit there and just look at their phones.
No,
Yeah, so
that's
yeah.
so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, I do that only on occasion, and I will say when I just look at my script to make sure I don't get up there and bomb, you know. But at the same time, you got to have the other respect for the other comedians. Like they're doing their set in front of you, be there, be present. I'm such a freaking hypocrite. I walked out the other day, but I only
Me-
walk out. I only walk out because I have to go to rehearsal or I have to go to an open mic. I feel like
Right.
that is the only exception. But don't get up there, do what you have to do, and then leave. Wait for a little bit, see other people's mics. You're there to support each other. I feel like that is I just going into comedy, I've noticed a lot of comedians just don't want anything to do with you. You know what I mean? Like they're very much involved in themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe it's anxiety. I'm talking out of my ass. I tend to do that a lot. As you know, you've seen my sets. Um, but I mean, that I will say that is what I love about LA School of Comedy is that not only do you guys pay attention, you're very supportive there. They're just supportive there, and you get feedback and you get encouragement. And where else do they do that? I mean, you go around to a lot of open mics in LA, and it's just get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. If you're good, maybe you'll get a call. But
Yeah,
other than that, comedians just want to leave and just don't want to talk with you. That's why networking. I would say networking is incredibly important. You know,
definitely.
I
Yeah.
just, I never, when I first got into it, I never wanted to talk to anyone. Not because I'm a bitch. Well, kind of, but it's just I get so nervous. These guys have been doing this so much longer than I have. So what do they want to do with me? No one wants to talk to a newbie. But talk to the newbie. All right. You never know what could happen. We're all in this together. We're coming up together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like stay, support. If you gotta go, you gotta go. But don't be a dick. You know what I mean?
That applies to everything.
That applies to everything. Don't be an ass.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying so hard not to curse. It's not going well, Billy. Um,
It's all good.
but oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry. You got to set something off in my brain. It's just the amount of comics that you run into that it just again want nothing to do with you, and it's just like, all right. I mean, that's you. You got to do you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like we're coming up together, guys. We got to support each other.
Yeah. Speaking of comics, who are your favorite stand-up comedians? Who's influenced you the most?
Oh, Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias.
Ah, Fluffy.
Hmm. Oh my God. Hopefully, I don't get attacked for not saying a woman comic, but I mean, uh, of course, he's the first one that came to my mind. I grew up watching him. He's hilarious. He actually just I would watch his specials over and over and over again just for pure comfort. And then when I got into comedy, you kind of look at it differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you like see what he's doing on stage, how he's delivering his lines. For him, for me, it's pure genius. It's just and also his type of comedy is very much it's how do I say it? It's very much enjoyed by a lot of people because he avoids subjects that are very controversial. Notice he doesn't talk about sports, he doesn't talk about politics. And actually, what I'm noticing now a lot more is that Fluffy doesn't curse, which is opens up his comedy to a lot of more
Yeah.
viewers. You know what I mean? And it's age appropriate. And that's what I love. I admire that about him is because he's not he hasn't limited himself. He never limited himself.
Yeah,
Um,
he's actually one of my influences as well. Like I don't know if you've
yeah,
noticed, I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't curse in my I perform all clean.
you have performed all
Yeah,
clean, yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I get the itch to maybe perform not clean, but I like the challenge of performing clean.
Yeah. It's oh my goodness up there. That's the thing. I have this deal with I have this deal with my father. You've met Fred.
Oh
You
yeah.
oh yeah, my pops. My number one supporter. Yay. Thank you. But at the same time, screw you, Fred. For those of you who do not know, and do know, Fred loves to heckle my sets. Not just my sets. He loves to heckle a lot of people. He says he does it from a place of love. I tell him he shouldn't do that to anyone but me. But Fred is Fred, and we can't change that. What even was the question, Billy? Now I'm so
We were
sorry. What
talking
was the
about
question?
fluffy, working clean.
Oh, he's working clean. No, it's one of the hardest things to do as a comedian because you see, your first instinct is to what is everyone else doing? I should follow that. You know what I mean? And it's just like, okay, but then you're gonna get blended in with that crowd if that's the way you think. That's how I kind of see it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have, you can get you can be influencer, you can get ideas from other comedians. I mean, that's kind of the point. But as soon as you start, as I felt, as soon as you start thinking in your like in your head, as in I got to do what these other comedians are doing, you're killing your career in a sense. Because of what about that makes you want to stand out? That's I mean, what's going to make you stand out if you're just going to do what everyone else is doing?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's interesting you mention that because I kind of have the opposite feeling where
Okay.
because it seems like everyone like I'll at open mics or shows I'll see comedians they're talking about their junk or dating life and whatnot, and it's like
Yeah.
I want the challenge of trying to entertain people about with a joke about squirrels or what other what other
No, but
things
that's
pop
what
in
I'm
my head.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta. That's what I'm saying. You hear people talk about sex. You hear people talk about drugs. You hear people talk about just, well, just like what you said. And it's just like, okay, well, you kind of, I don't want to say you get tired of it, but it's just like, okay, then what do you have to bring to the table?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're just going to just pile on to more jokes about what everyone is talking about. You know, everyone talks about their dating life. Everyone talks about Tinder or Hinge. Everyone talks about, like you said, their junk. And it's just like, yeah, it's funny, sure, but it's like, there's other things in life that we can joke about. That's the
Yeah.
thing that I want to do with my comedy. I don't know if you've noticed, I've talked about the horror stories of Ralph's,
Yeah, I was
right?
about to, actually I was that was my next question. I was going to say, do you take acting classes or
I
tell me how
don't.
you work on that because you're such a natural telling that Ralph story about
Thank
the
you.
woman who urinated.
Oh, God. Billy, what's sad is that that's not even the worst story.
Oh no.
That's there are so many stories about customer service that I want to bring to life. But that story stood out to me and to my um, well, to my writing team and to my management. They said, we got to go with this one. We got to go. Absolutely. We need to make this come alive. Whatever we do, we need to focus solely on this set. And I've been doing that same set for, God, well, it feels like months. And I still haven't perfected it. You know what I mean? But damn near close. Um, it's just repetition. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's over and over again trying to what's new that I can bring to life? Did I miss something in this last set review? It's really just gameplay. You know what I mean? It's just review, okay, rehearse, review, rehearse, review, rehearse, open mic, open mic, open mic. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Billy. Some days I just want to just not do that, you
Right.
know. But with me, since the best thing that comes to mind the best thing that comes to mind when someone says relax is absolutely do nothing. Bed rot, eat a whole lot of junk food, and just do nothing. Where's that going to get me? You know what I mean? I got to get my ass out of bed, rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. open mic, open mic. Billy, I'm so freaking tired. I am so
Well, don't
tired.
burn out. You do need some rest every now and then.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah.
I know. My rest is actually I like to say it's the in between open mics where I stop by at my favorite fast food restaurant. Ah.
It's not
See, it's
Taco Bell.
sad. Oh God, no, it's not Taco Bell.
I
Are you
know.
kidding me?
Yeah, I know.
You kidding me?
Yeah. So
Oh,
tell me about rehearsing the same set over and over again versus
it's exhausting. It's
work out.
tiring.
But at the same time, it's it's like like I said, I've been a drummer for 25 years. Like sometimes you just have to play a part over and over and over again to get it exactly right. And so I did this. I was working on my set for about 3 weeks before that haha show.
Mm,
And then after that, I started working on other material. And I'm like, I kind of just want to keep
hmm.
perfecting my set, my five
Right,
minutes.
right.
And yeah, and my 5 minutes actually has origins from 2019 because based on the calendar, I've been doing comedy for 7 years, but based on activity, it's 2.5 years because there was like 4.5 years of COVID where I didn't do anything.
Mm, hmm.
But yeah, so I don't know if you've heard me tell the Latino reporter joke. That goes back to that might be one of the first things I ever wrote, the Latino
Mm.
reporter. Yeah, and I close with that at the haha. So yeah, I mean, part of it, it's I want to keep working on the same set at the same time. Like, wow, I got to work on new material. So how do you feel about that?
See, I honestly, for me, I want if I have a great performance, I really just want to move on to bigger, not bigger things. Excuse me. I want to move on to new material, come up with something, um, come up with something that I think could be better. But here's the thing: if that set is finding you success in your career, you need to keep going with it, right? And it's just, it's tiring for sure. And oh my Billy, I can't tell you the amount of times that I've been to the same open mic places and I give the same set and I actually have the club owners there just go on their phones. It's just kind of like, oh, yeah, they've heard this before. And
Yeah.
you kind of have to make light of it. Like, okay, guys, you've heard this before, but this is what I'm going to perform. This is what I'm going to rehearse. I got to do it. Honestly, sometimes I don't want to. I want to go off script, want to talk about new things, but then I would get in trouble. I would get in trouble when managers don't really allow me to do that. So thank God for them. I probably would have been going on to some jokes that don't work or some things that just don't work. But like you said, it's repetition. You said you were a drummer, right?
Yep.
It's the same thing. Do you ever get tired rehearsing the same thing over and over and over again?
Yeah.
Right. But the outcome, what's the outcome to it though?
You get the part perfectly. You
Perfectly.
nail it.
Right. And like I said, with that set I've been doing, right, the Ralph set, it's not perfect, damn near, but not perfect. You know what
No.
I mean?
It's
So I need to
close.
keep
It's
it's
close.
close. It's close, but as tiring as it could be, as annoying it can be, you gotta believe in that set that's gotten you where you are, or just believe in the people that are telling you to keep going with it because maybe you don't know what the hell you're doing, but they do. So
Yeah.
listen to them, you know?
Do people hold eye contact when you do the
Oh my
extended urination?
God. Yes, they do. I do not give them the option to look away. I actually do practice that same look. Like I said, I think I did say this, but I actually do work in customer service, right? I
Yeah.
still do. Not at Ralph's. I would honestly, I think I would. I just, oh God, I can't. Oh, sorry. Anyways, what the hell was I saying? Right. I work in customer service. And I do try that searing eye contact. No, I don't say the whole set or even just the joke, but some certain looks that you give, or if you notice how you practice in a mirror or something like that. I don't know if you've ever done that before.
Yeah.
Um, certain looks really get to people where you just cannot help but stare at the person. You know what I mean? You cannot help but just what is she? What, it's just like it is so uncomfortable. You can't look away. You know what I mean? So that is, yes, I do have people look at that. Some people are extremely uncomfortable. I actually had someone come up to me after a show. It was a guy that I used for that story in the eye contact moment because, as you know, I don't do it once; I do it twice.
Yes, you do.
And poor guy, he said to me, "Oh my God, great stuff, but never look at me like that again."
It's like that's kind of the point of the whole thing.
I was like, "Oh, come on! Like it's all fun and games. It's all fun. It's all good." And he's like, "No, you don't understand. I wanted to get up and leave." And I
Mm.
was like, oh, I thought he was joking around, like I thought he was genuinely just laughing with me, but no, he was like, don't do that. That makes me uncomfortable. I was like, oh, no, I'm still gonna do it,
Yeah, you
I'm
still
still,
got to do it.
I'm not, I mean, one person's opinion isn't gonna change my whole set. But
Yeah.
there are other moments where, like other times where I've done that, I do that, the intense eye contact, and it kills. Mostly it kills, because you're just like, you don't have another option. You actually do have an option. You can either be extremely uncomfortable or just go with it. It's comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy will sometimes make you uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like that stuff is gonna happen.
For context, would you add what you're acting out while you're staring deep into somebody's soul?
Sure. Okay. So it's in the set. There was, and yes, this is based on real life events, based on a true story. There was a homeless woman that came into the store, and she didn't say a damn word. She just walked straight up to the registers. I'm right next to her. Look over. Not supposed to do that, but I cannot help it because Rello, big woman. Look over. We make eye contact. This woman drops her pants and starts pissing on the floor right next to me, and we do not break eye contact. So I thought it'd be great if I could become that woman, and as I do in my set, and just have an audience member be me, you know? So that's kind of the context. I do that twice because she doesn't just go pee once. She comes in the next day and she does it again. Billy, I can't tell you the amount of times I have told that story over and over again without turning it into comedy. You know what I mean? Without
Yeah.
turning it into a set. It's just the amount of things in life that you go through, that people go through, you don't think could be so successful in sharing your horror story, sharing your pain. But something like that, it's too funny not to share, too funny to be
To not share.
yeah, to not
You
share.
got
There you
you got
go.
to
Just to
share
not,
it. Yeah.
you got to share it. But I'm telling you, like, there's more to come. Obviously, that is not the only horrible Ralph story. I wonder one of these days. I wonder if I'm gonna get in trouble for using the Ralph's name. I do wonder
I
that.
don't think
Can
so. You're just saying that's where it took place. You're not saying
hmm
that Ralph's was a terrible company. You're just saying, yeah, I worked at Ralph's and this is what happens.
Yeah, I'm definitely not saying Ralph's was a terrible company.
No, I mean, no.
No,
What kind of
I'm not
guidance?
saying.
No. What kind of guidance does your manager give you?
Uh, all of it. They just without them, I'd be nothing. Truly, you know.
Oh no, come on.
No,
No,
I'm serious.
without
I
you,
haven't
they'd
seen
be
it
nothing.
actually. No, no, no. Trust me. We rehearse and we go to. Well, actually, I go to open mics. They just tell me where to go. Um, that's why you. Oh, also for comedians out there, film your freaking set. Anytime you go out there, it is so important to even if you're just doing absolutely nothing, you're trying something new. Film your sets. You never know what can happen. What can make people laugh. It's important. So, anyways, they tell me to film my set. They get all my gear for me. They they offer incredible advice and they push me up beyond my comfort. And I don't know. Obviously, you can't. You know me to be a out there kind of a
Yeah.
person, but if I had the choice, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't talk to people. I wouldn't. Um, I really don't think my career would go anywhere without them because they do make me go beyond my
Out of your comfort zone.
what I think are my limitations, but they're not. They love to remind me that to get off, really to get off my ass and do what I have to do. You know what I mean? And just um, since they know the comedy business themselves, you know, it's amazing being able to have guidance from them. And I also do have an editor for my writing, right? My writing. I would say she definitely is my co-writer. She says, Billy, you know me. I'm not going to say some of the things you and I talk about, but I say some pretty messed up stuff, or I say some outrageous, out there kind of things. So thank God for my co-writer. Thank you. She does censor my crazy, my just she censors the stuff that it's too much. You know what I mean? And I feel like do you ever have that feeling like you want to say a joke that's way too out there that you really know if you say it, you're just gonna get canceled?
Oh, yeah, I have all kinds of.
Oh my God. See, those are my favorite jokes, truly. There are so many topics that comedians tend to avoid because it is just it's so taboo. It's so just absolutely not okay to bring up or talk about. Um, like, yeah, those kinds of thoughts. But here's the thing, people go through that every day.
Yeah,
There are people that have those thoughts and just keep it inside. And unfortunately, they end up, you know,
yeah. It's
they
I'm
end up
not.
doing it.
Yeah, I'm not a comedian because everything worked out perfectly. It's
Absolutely. We got to
yeah,
talk about the dark stuff that happened in life. See,
yeah.
that's what I want to do, and that is what I'm going to do in the future. I'm not sure if I can what I can say on here and what I cannot say, but
Spill it.
no, yeah, it's just
I, don't
I
worry. I
do
don't.
want to
I don't
talk
have
about.
any advertisers yet. No.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine. Yet, keyword yet.
yeah.
We're gonna. Um, Everyone has been through something, and I'm gonna see just like this. I'm like filtering myself where I shouldn't be afraid to, but it is so hard to make jokes about assault
Yeah.
or a lot of or some. So I've noticed some comedians tend to make jokes about assaulting people. And sometimes I will admit I'll laugh, not because I like the idea of someone like being assaulted or something. It's just like sometimes it's just genuinely funny. Like the joke works out and you know that comic has no intent of hurting anyone, but it's just a joke. What if the joke is funny, it's funny. But
Yeah.
sorry, going so I keep switching topics. ADHD. Um Going back to what I was saying, I do want to talk about the dark things in life. I just don't know how to make jokes out of it right now, but there is definitely works
That's
in progress.
that is the problem. It's like, how do I make this funny? That's the thing. Like, yeah, because I started dabbling on some topics. Like, it just sounds whiny and angry. Like, I don't know how to make it funny yet.
See, that's
But
the thing. That's the
like, I,
thing. Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know if you know the comedian Doug Stanhope.
Doug
But
Stanhope.
he is one of my all-time favorites. But like
Mm-hmm,
like our styles are completely the opposite. But
mm-hmm,
he is just a master of talking about dark things and things that would for other comedians would be hugely controversial. But he
mm-hmm.
just such an artist and knows how to craft just jokes that will sometimes will sting you and make you laugh at the same time.
There you go. So what do you say sting? Is it like what
Truth,
do you
like
mean?
sometimes truths, like yeah,
The
you like
truth.
you're right, yeah.
The truth. See, I for me it's what I've just noticed that there are comedians out there who they talk about their personal experiences, and they talk about just things that they've been through, and that alone makes a difference to people. You know, people want to turn their pain into something other than pain.
Right.
And I don't think it's right for someone to tell you that you can't talk about your trauma. You even let's say it bombs. Truly, let's say if the first joke bombs, let's say if it just doesn't work out. But no one has the right to tell you what you can and cannot talk about, especially when it comes to something like that. And which is why I wanted to direct my comedy more at people who have been hurt or just continue to live in pain. I definitely do want to talk about my childhood and what happened to me, because I know, unfortunately or fortunately, I'm not alone. And you just don't hear people talk about that turning your, or you don't hear people talk about. I think you understand what I'm getting at,
Yeah,
Billy.
yeah,
But my goal is to just make that kind of storytelling. As you know, I'm a storyteller.
yeah.
I need to turn that pain into power, as maybe some people can roll their eyes if they want at that, but that's what I want to do as a comedian. I don't care about anything other than having to reach out and tell someone, hey, you're not alone. And if I can turn this into something other than pain, so can you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, turn the pain into power. You just reminded me of I don't know if you know Tony Baker, a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
You might have seen videos of his voiceovers on Instagram where he used to do all kinds of
Mm-hmm.
voiceovers and like a cat slapping someone. It's called the skibbity baps, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
he lost a son a few years ago in a traffic collision caused by a drunk driver.
Mm-hmm.
And in his first setback after that, he talked about it. And he talked about his son was cremated and he got the urn, and then he was like, I got home and I was looking at that urn. I was just thinking, is that really him in there? Like, it could just be, and he talks about like it could just be like, barbecue ashes, just be dust from the floor or whatever. But like, he turned the pain into power. And I mean,
That's what you got to
he
do.
killed, yeah.
But see, I bet you he got backlash for that, even though it's his story. It's what has to do with him. It has
Yeah.
truly, he's not making fun of anyone else. He's not putting anyone down, you know? He's turning his pain into something other. And either that can be power and comedy, but comedy can be power as well. It's healing for people. Laughter is healing. We know this as comedians.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, Billy, I have met a lot of people who go through their everyday jobs and feel like people can't relate to them. And then when I tell my rap story, they're like, hey, holy crap, someone else did that to you? I'm like, yeah. Like, holy crap, I'm not alone. Something so simple as that, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, being famous and having money, that's always awesome, especially having money. I have none right now.
I know
But
that feeling.
oh my God, right? But that is a plus. But my main goal for my career is to just turn pain into power, turn that into comedy somehow. There are so many women and just children out there, and men especially, who just don't talk about being assaulted, you know, or they just don't think it's okay to bring up. Um, I don't know how I'm going to do it right now, but I know that in my career, I am going to turn that kind of pain because I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever you want to think of it, you know, I want to be able to tell people that it's okay, show people that there is life after such freaking awfulness. Like, you have the choice to turn what make of your life. You have the option. You have the power to turn it into something more. You know what I mean? And just
Yeah.
mhm,
It's and then just keeping being aware of the audience. I think early on when I first started, I think I was just so inwardly focused and like I just got to write these jokes as opposed to writing jokes that connect with the audience.
mhm,
Yeah, I think it's hard to find success if you don't connect with the audience, but yeah, once you connect with the audience, it's so powerful,
so powerful.
you don't know what everyone's going through, but
No, you
I
don't.
think if you present yourself as relatable, I think that's always one way to connect with
And
the audience
confidence. If
and
you're
confident.
confident,
Yeah,
if you're confident in in your set or just with who you are, the audience will notice that, you know. Excuse me. And
No worries.
it's just I remember I've been trying to tell um these taboo jokes, you know, and I've been working on them in stage. There are a few times where people just either don't laugh or they go ooh or aw, and it's like, guys, if I can get over it, so can you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, don't pity me because I don't pity me. But it's hard, as you saying, turning that kind of stuff because again, it's just so not talked about. But if the audience is with you, every once in a while I get an audience where that joke does work, and it just depends, you know. Unfortunately, it is a hit or miss, but you got to say it. Someone has to say it, you know. I just I do. That's what I said. I want to be that person. I want to be that comedian. Um, maybe who starts a revolution. No, who
La revolución.
there you go. No, just someone needs to talk about those things, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe I make it serious, maybe I won't make it serious, but in the moment with that my audience, I will connect with them. I know that for a fact. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So that's your main goal is to turn your power into pain as a comedian. What are the
turn my
goals?
turn my pain into
Turn pain into
power.
power. Yeah. Sorry, turn your pain into
I don't
power.
I don't know about the other way around.
I might have been thinking about the old wrestling tag team, the Powers of Pain. It was
Powers of
the
Pain. Was that
they were
WWE?
WWF.
That was
Yeah,
WWF.
yeah,
Okay.
the Powers of Pain. Anyway, so what other goals do you have? In like for me, like one of my delusional goals is I would love to do some comedy at the San Jose Arena.
Oh,
Not necessarily headlining, but like opening. Like I'll open for someone if I can do 5, 10 minutes at me, like my home arena. Like that'd be so cool.
oh, that'd be amazing. Oh man, I have a lot. Um,
What's your biggest one?
my biggest one. You know how you have such a dream that you're scared to say it out loud?
Yeah, do it.
You know what? I want to lose weight. No. Um, I had to. It was right there.
Yeah,
Um,
it's big. It's big, isn't it?
it's just I don't know. I don't but it does it's when I say it, it's not gonna seem big, but I just I don't have one place in mind. I want to go everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere around the world. Just just talking, doing what I do best is performing, just on stage. And I know like that may not seem like a lot to you, but in my head, that is just fireworks and just that's that's the dream, you know, not being in one place, is
Yeah,
going
interesting you
around.
mentioned that. Yeah, because you know, a lot of comedians and musicians, people that tour will tell you that the travel gets exhausting after a while. But I would like to experience that for myself. It'd be nice to go to so many places that eventually, like, you know, maybe it's time to take a break. But
I heard that too. It's just I can't. I have this feeling in my heart. Just I can't just stay in one place. I need to go as many places as I can in around the world. So just there's a chance that I can reach out to people who feel like they're not heard or not seen. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So that's what I want to do. Maybe I'll have better luck with the Peace Corps. I don't know. But I I mean it's so that is exciting to me being able to go all around the world. I don't have one place in mind truly that I like the top performance or being able to sell out anywhere. It's just that's what's exciting me, being able to connect with people I never thought I'd be able to connect with. And comedy will knock on wood will do that for me. You know,
Yeah.
I know that in my heart. You know, and it's just
I'm
it's
confident.
like I said,
I'm
it's
confident you'll get there.
oh thanks Billy, thank you. It's I don't know, but like I said, it's not may not seem like that big of a deal to you or anyone, but it's just it's exciting to me. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what I want to do.
Great. So I know you got a bunch of open mics to get to, and
Oh,
we're trying to do
yeah, I
this. We're
do.
trying to keep it short, but
I know,
I
but
want
you
to get.
provide such a fun experience, and
Oh,
I'm
thank
grateful
you. I
for that.
appreciate that. So, do you have any final thoughts to wrap this up?
Um, Before I go, no, you know what? Final thoughts. Um, well, Billy, I didn't even ask you. What's your dream? Like besides, but the is that your biggest dream, selling out the San Jose arena?
I don't even dream that big. I wouldn't even say selling. I would say just like opening for someone at the San Jose Arena.
Why not? Dream bigger.
Yeah, I guess I should dream bigger. But
Yeah.
just being able to do comedy as a career, that'd be fun.
Hmm.
I don't at least yet have dreams of being, super successful, super rich and all that. I just want to work, steady work,
Hmm.
and just play as many different clubs and venues and actually perform with as many different comedians as I can. I think
Hmm.
maybe as I progress, my goals would get a little bit bigger. But right now, I just kind of like most of my dreams right now are about opening for people. I want to open up for like Gary Goldman and Pete Holmes and
Mm,
Jim Gaffigan, all those more family friendly comedians, and then we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
I love it.
But
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. My dreams right now are just essentially just getting getting exposure.
There you go. Well,
Yeah,
guess what you got to do? And again, no disrespect to LASC,
yeah.
you got to go to other places.
Well, that's true. Yeah, actually, so the Haha Comedy Club set so it's already provided some opportunities and
I love it.
yeah, and
Well,
also
Billy,
the
let me
yeah,
know so I can go to your show.
we'll do. So actually, I just they're looking for performers for September, so I just DM them. So hopefully I'll get a show there in September,
You
and
will.
then
Got to manifest that.
I want to get some more shows somewhere else, and like you
Oh yeah.
mentioned, like doing the same set over and over again that but it offers opportunities.
It
That
does.
Latino reporter set, and it's changed a little bit,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's the one set that's provided me the most opportunities.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so
But I don't know if this is, hopefully this will make sense, but I think an advice I could offer to you is, don't change, just add, or sorry, don't change, just tweak. You know
right.
what I mean? And just, you'll go places with it. You got to have confidence in yourself, even if you don't, because guess what? The secret to comedy is acting like you have confidence.
That's true.
It is true because I don't know how many times I've been on that stage, and people, when I get off that stage, I'm like, wow, I've never seen such confidence. And I'm like, come here, I'm terrified. I am genuinely terrified, but you know what? I'm having fun, and that's the most thing. That's the most important thing. Are you having fun doing comedy?
Yes. Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's what we all got to do is have fun.
It took a while to get past the terror stage, but yeah, now it's fun.
There you go. Oh, the terror stage.
Yeah.
Well, if I ever stop throwing up before performances, I'll let you know. But right now, for sure, no. I will say, I don't think chugging a Celsius helps. I don't think people should do that. But like I said, how many open mics, how many hours you put into this, something's got to keep you awake. And damn it, I'm not trying cocaine yet. And I
Yeah.
mean
All
that.
right. Yeah. Well, you
Yet.
got something to look forward to.
Something definitely to look forward to. But anyways, I do have to get going. But thank you very much for having me on.
Thank you
It's
for joining.
yeah, and also I love the background.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's I got it at Amazon.
Amazon, I love it.
Screen. Yeah, got one here, got one over there, and I just love them. It helps break up an apartment.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
I definitely I'm angling the camera to a point where you can't see the mounds of laundry that I have,
yeah.
and I'm definitely outing myself. But anyways, Billy, always lovely seeing you. Hopefully, I'll see you soon at other open mics. But all the love to LASC. Oh, other comedians, please go there. Sunda is great talent. A lot of people. Just go there. All right, it will change things for you, like it
You
did for
got it.
me.
We'll do.
Anyways,
All right,
all
stay
right,
out of
Billy.
trouble.
Take. Oh, never, never.
All right, fine. Okay,
Take care.
take care. Bye bye.